हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृङ्गा केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरहरि जय नरहरि जय नरहरि जय नरहरि जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज श्री श्री नरसिंह भगवान की जय प्रहलाद महाराज की जय शील प्रभुपाद की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय हरे कृष्ण
Thank you so much, Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna. Yeah, so today we are missing few Matajis. They mentioned they are unable to join. Okay, so we'll continue. So, is everyone continue reading introduction daily, at least
यस प्रभु जी
1 para, 2 para?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah,
Not
so
that
thank you so much.
I don't like.
So
But I will
yeah,
try.
please endeavor to read whatever time permits, just to help all of us only. Daily I am just posting 2 questions and the devotees are answering, so that it will be helpful for all of us. So any questions on those whatever posted questions? I think so far they are all simple and easy ones only. It's all straightforward, and thank you everyone for answering, because that is very, very important. That is one way of engaging our mind during the weekdays with our holy scriptures. So thank you for your active participation. So that is very, very important. So anyone remember where exactly we stopped in the last class? Anyone remember?
I think from Sarvabhaum Bhattacharya Prabhuji, I think we...
Exactly. So,
Lord Chaitanya
Sarvabhauma
Mahaprabhu entered.
Bhattacharya. Yeah, true. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu entered Puri temple. So there he met Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. So that is where we stopped in the last session. So today we will discuss from there, the complete Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's. Who is Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, by the way, if anyone remember? So I posted the question also about that one. Who is Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya?
chief pandita in Jagannath Puri temple.
Exactly. So chief pandit of not Jagannath Puri temple. It's in the royal palace of Prataparudra Gajapati. Yeah, he is a Sabha Pandita. So he is a royal priest. He is the royal priest of Odisha King Prataparudra Gajapati's court. Okay. So in our last session, we discussed about the journey of Mahaprabhu, and on the way Lord Nityananda broke the danda of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and we discussed what exactly Tridanda means, and the reason behind Lord Nityananda breaking sannyasi danda of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That also we discussed. Okay. And then Lord get angry with Chaitanya, with Nityananda Prabhu. He left everyone behind, and he came first, okay, to the Puri temple. Yeah, so the other associates are, they are coming behind. Yeah, so Lord got angry and he left all of them, all the companions, and he came fast and entered the Puri temple. I don't know how many of you attended Puri Jagannath temple. I think there is fingerprints of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also on one of the pillars, where Mahaprabhu hold that pillar and taking darshan of Lord Jagannath, like that. So, as usual, okay, a pure devotee, here the Supreme Lord in the form of pure devotee. Whenever a pure devotee hears the glories of the Lord or taking the darshan of the Lord or serving the Lord in various services, okay, generally a genuine, anyway, I already mentioned pure devotee, so tears flood from their eyes. Yeah, that is the bhava. They are in that bhava. And even some devotees, they feel unconscious also. So here, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he took the darshan of Lord Jagannath, he became unconscious. Yeah. And this is the place, where, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he is in that temple and, he saw, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and being an intellectual, yeah, so he told everyone, don't disturb this sannyasi. Yeah, so it is written, he told his custodians of the temple not to disturb this unknown sannyasi, and he instructed them to take this sannyasi to his house. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in that unconscious state, was moved from the temple to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's house. We visited Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's house also. It is also nearby to temple, actually. How many of you remember anyone saw Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's house in Puri? Any of you remember? No? Those who visited Puri? So, yeah, the house is very nearby, actually. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's house is also nearby. Okay? So, and the custodians, they took him to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's house. And here, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he is testing the symptoms of Lord. Yeah. And then he understood, oh, he is a genuine sannyasi. Yeah. His unconscious state, his unconscious trance, it's genuine. And he began to treat him in a prescribed fashion. So he's not pretending, he's not a fake sannyasi. Yeah. So like that, then he started treating in a special way. Yeah. Here it is written, he would respond only to the resounding of the holy names of the Lord by his devotees. Yeah. So what are the symptoms? What are the symptoms? Anyone remember? What are the symptoms he tested? Can someone read? Open. I'm not sharing the screen. So open introduction and read it.
He observed the movement of he tested as a scientist, not as a foolish sentimentalist. He
Yeah.
observed the movement of the stomach, the beating of the heart, and the breathing of the nostrils. He
Yeah.
also felt the pulse of the Lord and saw that all his bodily activities were in complete suspension. When he put a small cotton swab before the nostrils, he found that there was a slight breathing as the fine fibers of cotton moved slightly. Thus, he came to know that the Lord's unconscious trance was genuine, and he
Exactly.
began to treat him as in the prescribed fashion.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Yeah. So these are the different ways he followed. Yeah, so to check, because they are very experienced people, and they used to see similar type of feats in the temple. People coming, feel unconscious. Yeah, some are genuine, some are fake. So that's why Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is, he is very expert. And then he understood, oh, this is he is a genuine sannyasi. Yeah, then he started treating in a different way. Yeah, in a very um, you know um, traditional way. Yeah, like that. Okay, so now those companions or associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu who left behind, they reached the temple, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was not there. Then they inquired. Yeah, it is written, one of the pilgrims, Gadadhar Pandit, he inquired. And then a personality known as Gopinath Acharya. This Gopinath Acharya is, I think, brother-in-law of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. So Gadadhar Pandit, he came to know what exactly happened, with the Lord. He was lying in an unconscious state, and then he moved to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Hmm? So this information is given to Gadadhar Pandit by Gopinath Acharya. Then all associates, they visited Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's house. And when they started chanting the holy name of the Lord, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started responding. What exactly this reminding us? Anyone can tell from Lord's childhood pastimes? You remember when the baby
Yes,
Nima is in
Prabhuji.
the lap?
The baby
Yes.
Nimai was born, so he
Hmm.
was crying, and whenever the ladies saying Hari Bol, he stopped and just starting smiling.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah. So this reminds us that one. Yeah. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu fell unconscious in trance, and when devotees are chanting the holy names loudly, then names of Hari, then he started responding, and he regaining his consciousness. And then in their talks, yeah, then everyone introduced each other. And then in their talks it is understood that Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya also came from Navadvip area, surrounding areas. And Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's father, what is it written, it was understood from him that Neelambar Chakravarti, the maternal grandfather of Chaitanya, Lord Chaitanya, happened to be the classmate of father of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Yeah. So, Mother Sechi's father, Nilambar Chakravarti, who is the maternal grandfather of Lord Chaitanya, he happened to be Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's father's classmate. Okay. So like that, some relation was established, and then everyone felt happy, and Lord had that maternal affection, maternal side relation, affection on Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. So far so good, that's absolutely fine. And as we already discussed, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is the royal priest of the king of Odisha, and he is to teach Vedanta to everyone. So comparing to him, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is very young. Yeah. And he is a genuine sannyasi. And Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is an intellectual. Yeah. So naturally, then he thought, to teach this Vedanta, okay, to Lord Chaitanya. Okay, naturally that thought comes in the mind, because that is his regular business. Yeah, giving that knowledge to everyone. So this sannyasi is very genuine. Let me teach Vedanta, and he told Mahaprabhu, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu agreed it. Okay, no problem. Yeah, And 7 days he taught, the Vedanta to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu just kept quiet and heard. Okay, so silence listening. Yeah, very attentively he listened. He did not ask any questions. Yeah. And we, discussed this in our, in the day, regular day questions. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya comes from which sampradaya?
Shankara Sampradaya.
Shankara Sampradaya. Okay. Sarvabhauma, see, this is very, this is the beauty, this is the, Leela of Chaitanya. Chaitanya Leela means this one only. So, Keshav Bharati, from whom he took Diksha, he is a Mayavadi. And the Lord gave him mantra and took Diksha from him. Yeah. And here he met an intellectual, Sabha Pandit, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, who used to be belongs to Shankara Sampradaya. So it is written, those who are followers of Shankara Sampradaya, they are known as Vedantist. See, basically Vedantist means whoever follows Vedas, they are Vedantists in general. Yeah. But those days, yeah, Prabhupada mentioned, those who are the followers of Shankara Sampradaya are generally known as Vedantists. Yeah. So that's why Prabhupada mentioned for Vaishnava Vedantis, what did they add? Bhakti Vedanta, like that, to give that differentiation between Shankara followers who are called Vedantis and Vaishnava Vedantis. So that's why, Bhakti Vedanta Srila Prabhupada, like that, that Bhakti Vedanta. So our Vedantis in Vaishnava are Bhakti Vedantis. Okay. Since they are popularly known as Vedantis, Vaishnava Sampradaya devotees, Acharyas, they add, Bhakti Vedantist like that. That is the difference, we need to remember. Okay. So generally, in every bona fide Sampradaya, everyone study Vedas. Yeah, Vedantists means who study Vedas. Yeah, that, Vedic knowledge. So, Prabhupada mentioned here, these Shankara Sampradaya followers, they don't give the knowledge as it is, they use their own interpretations. So that is the difference, that is the difference between their teachings and Vaishnava Vedantist teachings. Okay. So then Lord agreed to hear from him, and for 7 days, they sat in the Lord Jagannath temple, and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he is continuously teaching. Lord heard, in silence without interrupting. Yeah. He's not asking any questions. Yeah. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya got a doubt. Is he really understanding whatever I teach? Or, why he is so dumb? Why he is so silent? Yeah. Like that. Then actually he asked, what exactly is in your mind? You please disclose me why you are so silent. I taught you 7 days in the complete Vedanta philosophy, but you kept quiet. Is there anything in your mind? Please disclose what exactly you are thinking. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started talking. Very beautiful, Mahaprabhu's words are given. Those words we will read, from the introduction. Okay. What he said, okay. Now let me share my screen and then we will read that one, because that is something, we have to read. Please tell me if you can see.
Yeah, we can.
Okay, excellent. So here it is written, the Lord posed himself before Bhattacharya as a foolish student and pretended that he heard the Vedanta from him, because Bhattacharya felt that this was the duty of a sannyasi. Yeah, since Bhattacharya felt this was the duty of a sannyasi, okay, Lord, obeyed, and so he heard it. Okay, so here, but Lord did not agree with his lectures. This is very, very, very important. See, we respect people. It doesn't mean we have to accept whatever they speak. Yeah, that is not correct. So we have to be very strict in terms of understanding the philosophy, in terms of our relation with anyone. We respect everyone. Yeah. So here actually Bhattacharya is age wise also senior. Yeah, aged person. Yeah. um, of course Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is supreme himself. Yeah, but otherwise Bhattacharya thinks he is some sort of senior to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, so that he respected, but from knowledge wise, from understanding wise, we are not supposed to compromise with our philosophy. This is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is teaching to Sarvabhauma, through this, Leela, with his, from his dealings with Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. So it is clearly mentioned, but the Lord did not agree with his lectures. By this, Lord indicated that so-called Vedantis amongst Shankara Sampradaya or any other Sampradaya who don't follow the instructions of Srila Vyasadeva are mechanical students of Vedanta. We are not supposed to be mechanical. That's why I keep asking. Okay, so have you understood? Have you read introduction and posting and requesting everyone to read and respond, because um, hearing the scriptures, that process is not supposed to be mechanical. Yeah. Okay, for 1 hour, if I am, if my name appears on the screen and if I kept hearing silently, that's it. So, no, it is not supposed to be like that. It is for our sake. So, the process should not be mechanical, either chanting or hearing. In fact, any service, either you cook or you decorate deities, you sing, you offer arati, this process is not supposed to be mechanical. Okay, it has to be attentive, it has to be pure conscious. That is very, very important. But here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu felt the knowledge given by Vedantis from Shankara is some sort of mechanical, it's not in a right way. They are not fully aware of the great knowledge. The explanation of Vedanta Sutra is given by the author himself in the text of Srimad Bhagavatam. This is very, very important. So the complete essence of Vedas are given in Srimad Bhagavatam, and Srimad Bhagavatam direct meaning is given. Then why you are interpreting? Okay, this is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's question. Okay, so that is what here in the next para, the Bhattacharya could understand the purpose of dead silence for the days he heard him. Being an intellectual, he understood. He kept quiet means either he is foolish, too dumb, or he has some higher knowledge. Okay, so one of these two. Either he is a modha or he is a pandit, like that. Okay, then he requested. This showed clearly that the Lord had something else in mind. He is thinking, okay, something else is in his mind. Thus, the Bhattacharya requested him to disclose his mind. Okay, from here onwards, okay, I request, can someone volunteer to read from upon this Lord spoke, please?
I will read Prabhuji if you want.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Upon this, the Lord spoke as follows. My dear sir, I can understand the meaning of sutras like Janmadi Asya Yataha, Shastra Yonitvat, and Atato Brahma Jnasa of the Vedanta Sutra. But when you explain them in your own way, it becomes difficult for me to follow them. The purpose of the sutras is already explained in them, but your explanations are covering them with something else. You do not purposely take the direct meaning of the sutras, but indirectly give your own interpretations.
Yes, thank you, Prabhu. Okay, so clearly some examples are given. Janmadhyasi ataha, Shastra unit tattva, and Atato Brahma Jignasa, these type of things. Yeah. When you explain in your own way, it is difficult for me to follow. Yeah. There is a direct meaning is given. Okay. Instead of giving that direct meaning. So this indirect interpretation, and clearly the last line says, you do not purposely take the direct meaning of sutras. Intentionally, you did not take the direct meaning, but indirectly giving your own interpretation. See, very straightforward, straight question. Okay, no diplomacy. Remember, in spiritual life, okay, in our spiritual sadhana, we are not supposed to be convinced, compromise to the standards, to the practice, and in certain things we have to be very straightforward. Okay, that is what through Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we can understand. Yes, someone else can please read the next paragraph.
Prabhuji, can I just ask one question?
Yeah.
Why do they say, or why has it been written here, you do not purposely take the direct meaning of the sutras? What does that mean? Because it's not clear. So they're clearly it's saying they meant to do something different. Why?
That is the problem with intellectuals. The problem with intellectuals are, okay, so they always speculate and give different analyses and different that's why the gnana without bhakti, the gnana yoga without bhakti, leads to speculation. People start speculating, it could happen like this could be like this, and they start using their own analogies. The moment we start making our own analogy, that our own interpretation starts. Okay, that leaves the original essence behind, and this own interpretation we put forward to the devotees, so that the audience will mesmerize. So many examples are given, wow, so much knowledge, analogies are given. Yeah, but the original essence stay behind. So that's why we have to be very, very careful in terms of 1 minute. So my charging is over. Sorry. Yeah, that's why we have to be very, very careful. Okay, in terms of presenting scriptures. That is the main thing. Yeah. So only in Bhakti Yoga only, particularly even that also in our Srila Prabhupada teachings only. Okay, Prabhupada clearly tells don't deviate. That's why he has given the Bhagavad Gita as it is, and he keep on saying, I am just a postman. I am just giving you the knowledge. Whatever I am receiving, I am giving to you. Yeah, I am not adding my own intellectuality, like that. So that's the problem. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Everyone understood Prabhuji's question?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes,
Prabhuji, Prabhuji, I wanted to share something.
Please. Yes.
One thing which I think it will come ahead, or I'm not remembering whether it comes at the first verse. But what I understand, like Srila Vyasdev initially wrote all the Puranas, Upanishads, and 108 Upanishads and the Puranas, like that. And then he wrote like this Vedanta Sutras are like aphorisms, like they are like a short essence of all those Puranas and like that. So there is, because it's short, so there is a scope for a lot of interpretation.
Exactly.
You can derive it in different meanings, different conclusion like that. But later when Narad Muni, the spiritual master of Srila Vyasdev, said, because he was dissatisfied, which will come in the later section, he was dissatisfied, then Srila Narad Muni instructed that you should write Srimad Bhagavatam. And that's why here also, as we see here, it's written Prabhupada is writing the explanation of the Vedanta Sutra is given by the author himself in the text of Srimad Bhagavatam. So the
Exactly.
Vedanta Sutras are again elaborated by Srila Vyasdev in Srimad Bhagavatam.
Yes.
That's why,
Yes. That is
so
what.
one of my understanding is there is a scope for misinterpretation because Vedanta Sutras are aphorisms, just a
Yeah.
few
Yeah.
verses, I guess. So there is lot
Yeah.
of scope. There is no purport given by Srila Vyasdev.
Yeah. True.
Then-
So that is also one cause.
Mhm.
That is what Prabhupada explained in the next para. What it is
Prabhuji,
given?
sorry, can I just ask one more question then?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Is there a difference between Vedas and Vedanta Sutra then?
No. Both
Vedas
are same.
are the same.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Okay.
So we know, four Vedas, Upanishads, Puranas, they're all together called Vedanta Sutras.
Okay.
That is what given here also. Srila Vyasadeva has summarized the direct meanings of mantras in Upanishads in the Vedanta Sutra. Unfortunately, you do not take their direct meaning. You indirectly interpret them in a different way. Okay. So,
Okay.
yeah, this is what just now Prabhuji explained. So, Srila Vyasadeva, when he has given the direct meaning, why you are, giving your own interpretation? You indirectly interpret them in different way. Yeah. And then, yes, can someone read the next?
Shall I read, Prabhu?
Yes, please.
1 minute. Prabhuji, can you drag this here?
Yeah, the authority of.
Yeah. So the authority of the 1 second, Prabhu, it's coming too small for me. Yeah. The authority of the Vedas is unchallengeable and stands without any question of doubt. And whatever is stated in the Vedas must be accepted completely. Otherwise, one challenges the authority of the Vedas. The conch shell and the cow dung are the bone and stool of two living beings. But because they have been recommended by the Vedas as pure, people accept them as such because of the authority of the Vedas. The
Yes.
idea is that one cannot
Yes.
set his imperfect reason above the authority of the Vedas. The order of the Vedas must be obeyed as they stand, without any mundane reasoning. The so called followers of the Vedic injunctions make their own interpretation of the Vedic 1 second, Prabhu. The so-called followers of the Vedic injunctions make their own interpretations of the Vedic injunctions, and thus they establish different parties and sects of the Vedic religion. Lord Buddha directly denied the authority of the Vedas and he established his own religion. Only for this reason, the Buddhist religion was not accepted by the strict follower of the Vedas. But those who are so-called followers of the Vedas are more harmful than the Buddhists. The Buddhists have the courage to deny the Vedas directly, but the so-called followers of the Vedas have no courage to deny the Vedas, although indirectly they disobey all the injunctions of the Vedas. Lord Chaitanya condemned this.
Yes. Perfect. Stop here. Okay. So, what did you understand here? So, one point, Lord Chaitanya strictly saying Sarvabhaum Bhattacharya's teachings are have the misinterpretation or indirect interpretation, though there is a direct meaning is given in Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. And then the one example is given here. What is the example given? Buddha directly denied the authority of Vedas and he established his own religion. Okay, now tell me, this is one important point we need to understand. I stop staring. Is Buddha incarnation of Lord or not?
Yes.
Who want to answer?
After
Gaurav, do you know? Gaurav Prabhu?
No, Prabhuji.
What is your idea about Lord Buddha?
I think he came for non-violence, but I don't know exactly.
Okay. Okay. Soumya, do you know? Try Soumya is there?
Yeah, sorry, it was on mute. I know the biggest principle they have is non-violence, and if I'm not wrong, isn't he also mentioned in the bhajan for the 9 avatars of Vishnu?
Is it bona fide incarnation of the Lord Buddha?
I'm not sure, but I think so.
I think so. Okay. So, okay, raise your hands who
Yamuna
say,
Prabhu has raised his hand, Prabhuji.
okay,
Prabhuji,
anyone
can you
else?
rephrase the question again?
Is Lord Buddha
Yeah, yes.
is bona fide
Hare Krishna,
incarnation of the
Prabhuji,
Lord?
Dandavas Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Ramchandra Prabhu, please, yeah.
Do you want me to answer?
Yes, Prabhuji, please.
Okay. People were misusing the Vedas, like killing animals for sacrifice. In previous ages, a sacrifice of an animal was done so that the animal could reach a higher level, and the Pandit and the Pujari could show their or practice their spirituality. But people were started misusing that, and they were just like killing animals for the sake of it, and for meat eating. So Lord Buddha is considered, I think, is it the ninth or a incarnation of Vishnu, and he came to deny all the Vedas, to tell people don't accept the Vedas, so that people would stop committing these sins. He was part of one of the steps for the Lord to like move people away from the Vedas, and so that the next next Shankaracharya, I think, is a incarnation of Shivji, so that he could come and then start bringing people slowly back.
Anyone else?
No.
Everyone understood what Prabhuji mentioned?
No.
Anyone else? Yes, Yamuna Vilas Prabhu. Yeah, please.
Yeah, I think Prabhuji has already answered, and because in the first canto itself, the list of incarnation of the Lord is mentioned. So Lord Buddha's name is mentioned as 21st incarnation. So yeah, the Lord Buddha is the incarnation of the Lord, and Prabhuji explained very nicely that what is the purpose of Lord Buddha's incarnation.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he was mentioned in the Savatara Stotram, which I was thinking of. That's why I always thought he was an avatar of the Lord.
Yes. Yeah. It's the Supreme Lord himself. Okay. So the reason why Lord himself deny Vedas, like Ramachandra Prabhu mentioned, yeah. So the society was so much degraded, so much. It's fully degraded. Yeah. And in the name of animal sacrifice, Brahmanas are, killing the animals, and, though they are not pure, yeah. So like this, the sacrifice of animals and the degradation of Brahmanas in the name of Vedas, yeah. So it is happening, and the society was so much degraded. I asked this question to one Maharaj. The explanation given is really beautiful explanation. So the question I asked is, the supplementary question I asked, okay, if that is the case, why the Lord to deny? Why can't he reach? Oh, this is not You are not supposed to kill like that, or chant the holy names, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Why can't that bit happen instead of denying? The point here is now people confuse Buddha. You are saying Buddha is bona fide incarnation, and he is rejecting Vedas. And again, you are saying Krishna is giving Vedas. So like that, why this contradictory behavior? Hmm? So why can't Krishna repair the society, as per Vedic injunctions? That is the question I asked. The explanation was really beautiful. I really liked this explanation.
The wall patch up नहीं हो सकता.
Exactly. Thank you, Mataji. You remember it. Very nice, very nice. Yeah. So I always use it to quote this example. So what Maharaj said is, for example, if there is a crack to the wall, one crack. If there is a crack to the wall, we can plaster it. Yeah. Two cracks, yeah, no problem. Yeah. So maybe three, four, something like that. But if the situation of the wall in such a position, if you touch the wall, it will fall down. Such a very bad condition. Very, very bad condition. If you touch the wall will fall down. If this is a situation, you don't go for plastering the wall, isn't it? You completely replace the wall with a new wall, isn't it? So the society before the Lord appeared as Buddha was like that. Completely degraded. It is not at all repairable as per Vedic injunctions. The only way is just to replace it, with a new wall, as reject Vedas. Ahimso paramo dharmaha. Non-violence is the highest dharma. Just one slogan, that's it. Ahimso paramo dharma. Okay, non-violence is the slogan. So that is the only one to inject and just deny everything else. Yeah, this is something like building completely a new wall. And slowly, in due course of time, like Prabhuji mentioned, the other acharyas came and they bring back the society to to accept Vedas. Okay, Shankaracharya came afterwards, Madhvacharya, Ramanujacharya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, like that. So that is the reason Lord rejected Vedas as Buddha. Okay, so remember, he cannot just, yes, Arandanath Prabhu, you raised your hand.
Yes, Prabhu, I have a question here. So, as you mentioned, the society was very degraded at that time. It was not repairable, an analogy to the wall. So, was it more degraded than what is in today's time? I mean, and still here Mahaprabhu has asked for chanting. He never said that the Vedas are, I mean, not
A very
accepted.
good question. Very good. Everyone understood Prabhu's question? See, as Kali Yuga progressing, society degrades more and more and more. Okay, so how can you say society was degraded in Buddha's time? If that is the case, now it would be more degraded. There is a difference. What is the difference? Some similar situation is given in the introduction also. Okay, in Prabhupada's. See, current degradation is different from degradation those days. What is the degradation? The degradation is they follow Vedas, but they are misusing. Nowadays, no one follows. That's absolutely fine. You got the difference. Following something and misguiding society is the biggest sin. Then someone has no faith and no follow. Yeah, so those days, so as I told you, degradation of Brahmanas is, it degrades the whole society. Yeah, this degradation happens as Kali progresses. This is the modern age, this is the different types of degradation. But what is the degradation? They follow Vedas and they completely misuse it. That is very, very dangerous. You got the difference, Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you so much for clarifying this. Just one more follow-up question I had on this. The slogan that we often hear, the one that you said, Ahimso Parmo Dharma, where has this come from? I mean, from the our scriptures perspective, who said this?
Buddha, Lord Buddha.
Buddha only. Okay, okay.
Yeah. Lord Buddha, non-violence means ahimsa paramadharma, the paramadharma. The highest dharma is ahimsa. Forget about Vedas and everything. Don't kill animals. That is the one. But even I heard this, I heard even the Buddhism also degraded. I heard, from one of the classes, like now, not those days. Again, as Kali Yuga is progressing, even they also take meat, and they are misinterpreting this ahimsa paramadharma as, don't kill humans. Yeah, but killing and eating meat is acceptable. In this way, they also misinterpreted. This is what I heard. Yeah? And of course, there is no surprise if that is real, because as the Kali Yuga is progressing again, the teachings of Buddhism also misinterpreting in different ways. Yeah, so that is misinterpretation happens everywhere. Yeah, so this is what I heard in one of the classes. Anyway, we don't have much.
Many,
Yes,
Hare Krishna,
Mataji.
many Buddhists now start practicing Buddhism, but they eat fish and they eat
Exactly.
eggs.
True, Mataji.
So even though it started with no meat eating,
Yeah.
no killing of animals,
Yeah.
now they accept that you can eat fish.
Exactly. So like that. So yeah, so yeah, Kali Yuga is progressing, but anyway, that is not the real dharma. Actually, parama dharma, because the dharma is re-established in latter days, and chanting the holy name in this Kali Yuga, like as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu mentioned. Yeah, so ahimsa paramo. See, naturally bhakti yoga, once we start practicing devotional service, that ahimsa is built in that one, isn't it? So that's why um, now, okay, once it is re-established, don't go back to Buddha saying, oh, that is also bona fide incarnation, like that. That's why we have to be under the guidance of spiritual master, to understand all these things. Okay, so this is what here it is mentioned, that only for this reason the Buddhist religion was not accepted. Lord Buddha so here similar point what Aravinda Prabhu asked you. Okay, see, Buddha says, look, let me share the screen. Yeah. So here, so this bit. So the Buddhists have the courage to deny Vedas directly. Yeah, because Lord Buddha said it. That is their philosophy. But so-called followers of Vedas have no courage to deny Vedas, although indirectly they disobey all injunctions of Vedas. Lord Chaitanya condemned this. Okay, so this is dangerous than Buddha's denying Vedas. Buddha's denied Vedas, absolutely fine. It's not harmful. That is their philosophy. But the very dangerous thing is, someone following Vedas but disobeying it indirectly or misinterpreting it. Okay, that is dangerous. Okay, so that is one thing. Okay, so something like those days Brahmanas are degraded and misusing. That is very dangerous than the current age. People not at all having any faith. People having no faith on God is better than someone following Vedas, but misdirecting with the wrong interpretations. So that is dangerous. Okay, so that's why if someone say I have no faith in God, he is not a dangerous person. But someone acting as a devotee and misdirecting society, yeah, with his wrong teachings, he is more dangerous. That is the difference. Okay. Now, yes, the example of conch shell and cow dung is given here. As you all know, conch shell is made of bone, cow dung is the stool of cow. Okay. So, why this example given? Accept Vedas as it is. Okay. No second thought. Whether you understood something or not, that is different. Accept the authority of Veda first. Okay. Accept Krishna as supreme authority. Okay. To accept, like, I explained in for Madhavi Mata this question. To accepting the authority, we may not require spiritual master, but to understand the knowledge, definitely we need the shelter of spiritual master. Okay. So that's why conch shell is made of bone, but still it is pure. You accept it. No need to ask, further questions. Yeah. Cow dung. Cow dung is a stool of cow, but it is very pure. Vedas are saying. Blindly accept it. You don't need to, go for further investigation. You just accept it. Yeah. So don't argue. And beautiful point is given. If one argues that since cow dung is pure, the stool of a learned Brahmana is also pure, then that is not, that is your own interpretation. Yeah. Cow is pure, so cow dung is pure. Okay, learned Brahmana. Okay, since he is a learned Brahmana, his stool is also pure. This is the, misinterpretation, adding something, so that is not correct. That should be rejected. Okay, cow dung is accepted, but the stool of highly posted Brahmana is rejected. Okay, so that is, one beautiful point, given here. And then, yes, can someone read from here who was not read before? Yamuna Prabhu, could you please read?
Yeah, it's from the Vedic injunctions, right?
Yeah.
The Vedic injunctions are self-authorized, and if some mundane creature adjusts the interpretations of the Vedas, he defies their authority. It is foolish to think of oneself as more intelligent than Srila Vyasadeva. He has already expressed himself in his sutras, and there is no need of help from personalities of lesser importance. His work, the Vedanta Sutra, is as dazzling as the midday sun. And when someone tries to give his own interpretations on the self effulgent sun like Vedanta Sutra, he attempts to cover this sun with a cloud of his imagination.
Yes, perfect. So here also, beautiful explanation is given. Yeah. So the explanation given by Srila Vyasadeva is sufficient. About Vedic injunctions. Vedic injunctions are self-authorized. There is no one, someone else outside to come and approve it. Vedic injunctions are self-authorized. So we don't need someone, to approve, its authority. So the teachings of Srila Vyasadeva, it's like a midday sun. And when someone tries to give his own interpretation on this self-effulgent, sun like Vedanta Sutra, he attempts to cover this sun with the cloud of his imagination. As I told you, so if someone only follows Jnana Yoga, this is the problem. They speculate more, they imagine more. Yeah. So it is like a cloud that covers the sun. Okay, so that is very, very dangerous. That's why always Bhakti Yoga is recommended. Just following Jnana Yoga. Okay, he may become a scholar and he may have, many followers. Yeah, He can mesmerize people with his intellectual lectures. Yeah, but that doesn't help the conditioned soul, yeah, to understand Krishna. So this is very, very, very important. Understood, everyone? Hmm? So it's 8:27. So I will stop here, because this is very, very important, for all of us to understand. Hmm? um, Before moving to Srimad Bhagavatam, in second canto, at one place, Srila Prabhupada mentioned, to understand Srimad Bhagavatam, don't apply your common sense. Okay? The knowledge of Srimad Bhagavatam is something beyond common sense also. Okay? We have to accept certain things as it is. Yeah, we cannot use logic. No, we cannot use the common sense. Hmm? So that is the actual qualification for a serious knowledge seeker of Srimad Bhagavatam. Yeah, I will quote that point. Just before we start, Srimad Bhagavatam, after completing this introduction. Okay, certain things. Okay, they will not be within our limited consciousness or knowledge. Okay, it is beyond the common sense. Okay, now those things we'll discuss once we enter, but this is Lord's conversation with Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Remember, with Keshav Bharati, he has one Leela. Okay, and with Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he has, and of course we know, even with Chand Kazi, the conversation between Chand Kazi and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, there also he explained about killing of cows, or animal sacrifice. Okay, why it is given in Vedas. Okay, so how Mahaprabhu justified. Okay, all those personalities he faced in Chaitanya Leela are complete actually different personalities. Hmm. It's not a cakewalk. Of course, you can say, oh, he is a supreme, yeah, so he can do anything. Remember, here he is acting like a normal, ordinary human being. Okay, he's not showing any miracles. Okay, so his behavior, his activities are just like any other common man. Yeah, so that's why that hard work, that renunciation, that courage must be accepted very humbly. So that is very, very important. It only Jagai Madhai Leela only, he got angry and he called his chakra. Okay. Except that place, every place, so he is exhibiting his Leela just like any other ordinary person. Okay. But highly elevated in terms of consciousness. Okay. So thank you so much, everyone, for your attentive hearing. I humbly request, if you switch on your videos, we will take your darshan. Continue reading. Yeah, yeah, usual. My humble request is always, 2-3 devotees only, responding, to the questions. I am posting only 2 questions, so that's why. Oh, sorry, Prabhuji, you are in car.
I'm in car, Proj, stationary. So yeah.
Sorry, sir. So my I humbly request everyone to respond to the questions. Okay, they are very simple questions. Okay, you can access introduction in your mobile also. Okay, just go through it, read. Not always Madhu Mataji, Meena Mataji, Yamuna Vilas Prabhu, like that. No, so everyone, please put some endeavor. Okay, to read the question and answer. Something like that. I am not asking you to give a very detailed explanation, like that. Just a simple answer, just to go through the introduction. Okay, where exactly this, and then just to answer it. Though someone answers, you endeavor, to put your, your own answer. Okay, that is very, very important. Okay, that is also part of our sadhana. That is also part of our bhakti. So that's why, I humbly request again everyone for that one. So thank you, Yamuna Vilas Prabhu. Thank you, Madhu Mataji. Thank you, Pranadhatra Mataji. Where is Prabhuji? Prabhuji and Gaurav also, I want to see. Hare Krishna, Gaurav Prabhu. Nice to see you. A very big
Hare
hall,
Krishna.
actually. And Hare Krishna, Ramanitchanda Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Please come on the
Prabhu.
stage. Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji. Very nice. Very happy to see you. And Hare Krishna, Sai Soumya. Hare Krishna, Aravinda Netra Prabhu. And of course, Venkat Prabhu. Thank you so much. You are always on video. Okay. Thank you so much. I will stop here and continue reading. I humbly request all of you, please continue reading. And we will again meet next Wednesday evening, 6:30. In the meantime, daily, please go through the questions I am posting and endeavor to answer. Yeah. And register them in your mind. That is very, very important. Okay.
Hare Krishna. Thanks to you, Prabhuji. No rushing, just paragraph by paragraph, and you asking a question. So that's why we're going back. If anything can't remember, then we're going to reread. Because first time when I'm reading, I couldn't anything observe anything. But when you ask an answer, I go back and just sometimes cheat it. But the way, at least I observing some bit. So thanks to you, Prabhuji.
Thank you so much, Sumati. Exactly. That is what actually we require. Srimad Bhagavatam always protect you, So Krishna sees this endeavor only, as I told you. That's why I request everyone to, make attempt. So to answer. So happy if you read and, copy paste, absolutely fine. You no need, type also. Just to go, Bhagavatam introduction is always in my mobile. Yeah. So just to go it, check where it is, just to copy, paste is absolutely fine. Read once and, before you are posting or, after posting, like that. That helps everyone and that helps me and that helps yourself also. Okay. Let us take the darshan of deities. One minute. Where is my... Yes. So, Gaurnitai. Jagannath Baldev Subhadra. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, I again humbly request. Okay, please be active in the group during weekdays, means rest of the days. Okay, and Wednesday evening, we will discuss so that points will be registered in our mind. Once this introduction is over, I am preparing questions. I will send all of you. Everyone, please send me your email ID, and I will mail you, and then we will have some nice examination. Okay, so thank you. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. गौरभक्तवृंद की
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.